Well, good evening once again. Day 1412 of the Trump administration. 50 days to go until Inauguration Day. It's been 24 days, by the way, since the election was called for Joe Biden. Tonight, there is headline-making new investigation news. It involves the Trump White House, now in its final 50 days of existence, no matter what the president is saying on Twitter. The investigation was revealed in a court document unsealed late this afternoon by the chief judge for the federal court in Washington. The filing indicates investigators are looking into a potential bribery for pardon scheme involving presidential pardons. The document is heavily redacted, as you can see there. There's no indication of the individuals involved. It also does not indicate whether any administration officials were aware of the scheme, but it does question whether prosecutors may review documents seized as a result of a search warrant that may have been protected by attorney-client privilege. This court document shows the investigation may involve at least two individuals who, and we're quoting here, acted as lobbyists to senior White House officials without complying with the registration requirement of the Lobbying Disclosure Act to secure a pardon or reprieve of sentence for someone whose name is redacted. The document also says the investigation involves an alleged offer by another individual to, quote, offer a substantial political contribution in exchange for a presidential pardon or reprieve of sentence. That indeed gets your attention. The White House has declined to comment on this development, but a few minutes ago, Trump sent out this on his own, quote, pardon investigation is fake news. The New York Times is reporting Trump has apparently taken Sean Hannity's advice and has discussed with advisors whether to grant preemptive pardons for his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, as well as his three oldest children, Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka, and her husband, presidential son-in-law, Jared. Trump is said to be concerned his children might be targeted by the Biden Justice Department. NBC News has now confirmed these discussions of pardons. There was also this development today, and what does this say about these past 4 years when the Attorney General makes news because he told the truth? Attorney General Bill Barr, among the most obedient of the supplicants in Trump's circle, actually said this to the Associated Press today, and we quote, "To date, we have not seen fraud on a scale that could have affected a different outcome in the election." Before the election, let's not forget, Barr was publicly echoing Trump's concerns and talking points about election integrity, particularly regarding mail-in ballots.
I'm talking about a comprehensive rule where all the ballots are essentially mail-in, and there's so many occasions for fraud there that cannot be policed.
This is playing with fire. We're a very closely divided country here. This methodology, which as a matter of logic is very open to fraud and coercion, is reckless and dangerous.
My primary concerns are other things, the usual ones of fraud and coercion.
Barr spent several hours at the White House today, said to have met with Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. They fell all over themselves, saying it was a previously scheduled meeting. The administration has yet to react to Barr's comments about the vote, but the Trump campaign's hobbled legal team of Giuliani and Jenna Ellis issued a statement that read in part, quote, with the greatest respect to the Attorney General, his opinion appears to be without any knowledge or investigation of the substantial irregularities and evidence of systemic fraud. That was right before Lou Dobbs went to work.
For the Attorney General of the United States to make that statement, he is either a liar or a fool or both. He may be perhaps compromised. He may be simply unprincipled, or he may be personally distraught or ill. But in no way can he honestly stand up before the American people and say that the FBI has, with any integrity or intensity, investigated voter fraud in this country and then say it did not amount to anything.
Lou Dobbs, Harvard University class of 67. As if all that was not enough, we also learned today that Attorney General Barr appointed John Durham as a special counsel back in October. We are just now learning about it because Barr says he didn't want to reveal the appointment prior to the election. Durham is said to be now investigating the origins of the FBI's inquiry into Russian interference in the 2016 election, as well as Robert Mueller's work product. The appointment keeps Durham's investigation technically alive into the Biden presidency. And late tonight, there was this development. NBC News has learned Trump is now considering launching his 2024 campaign to retake the White House on Inauguration Day while skipping Biden's swearing in. Quote, regardless of the timing of a campaign announcement, Trump is not expected to attend the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden. He also does not plan to invite Biden to the White House or even call him.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.